Could have done that more effectively to a theme tune. Click, 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 click.
I was thinking
click,
about
click,
it
click.
as I did it, but then I was like, you know what? It's too much effort.
Yeah, it is too much effort. We don't put effort in the show whatsoever.
No, it would be like writing a whole script for a film you've not seen before.
No, that'd be stupid. No one would ever do this. This is a bonus episode. May the 4th be with you.
May the 4th be with you.
Happy Star Wars Day.
Happy last day of Andrew's 28th year.
Yes.
How you feeling?
Old.
Yeah.
And you're the one with the beard.
I'm totally like, I'm loving the beard.
Yeah, you've got a long beard at the moment.
I never usually.
You're listening to Beard Talk, which is quite apt, I think.
Yeah.
Given we've got a hero with a beard this week.
Yes, we do.
Yes, but you like our hero have grown a beard.
Yeah, it's weird. I've
weird,
grown it a couple of times this long, but usually around now I'll be like, fuck it, I'm going back to short. I like it short. But
oh, baby, I like it short.
I like the long. You know, I don't like the feel of it, but just because it's different. But someone took a photo of me the other day, and I was like, damn, I look good.
No, yeah, the photo to you on Facebook the other day.
Yeah.
I was like, yeah, you look really good in that.
Yeah,
I mean, you look good every time, but
oh,
that beard was like punchy and paunchy, and I think you might need to get some, I don't know, some gel or something.
Yeah, I need to
beard
fashion it. So
make sure it's clean and clear. But I like that it's gingery,
well,
not too gingery.
I keep my food
light
in
brown.
it. Just
There's got a bird in there. You just feed
yeah,
yeah. My uncle always did that joke.
But she took that picture of me, but the picture before was
you naked, just a beard covering yourself.
Her trying to get me to smile, and she keeps sending it to me because she thinks it's hilarious.
Oh boy!
Because she's like, it's the angriest smile she's ever seen.
Yeah, your mouth says happy, your eyes say fuck you.
Yeah, she'll send me like proper zoomed in photos of it. Yeah. But yeah, that's the news. I've got a beard now.
Yes, that's the news, and we're pregnant.
We're pregnant.
Yeah, we're pregnant with a podcast. Hello, you're listening to the podcast. My name is Andrew Jones. I'm a cinephile.
I'm Johnny Ash, and I'm movie mad.
Are you movie mad?
I am movie mad.
No, that's the podcast name. We're going to find out if you're movie mad.
Whether I'm movie mad today.
Except this is a bonus episode, and this is one of those times when the tables have turned.
The tables have turned.
Yes, this is an episode I never planned on actually doing.
Really?
No, you put this onto the schedule. I figured that's an interesting idea to add to it.
I don't even remember. I remember, like, I'm sure I mentioned it a couple of times, like we should do.
You probably did.
Last Jedi. But I always, whenever I said it, I was like, he'll never do the Last Jedi. He wouldn't. He actively avoided it.
But like Ron Burgundy, if you put it down on the schedule, I will read it. Go fuck yourself, San Diego.
Okay. Now that I know that.
No, you know that. Suddenly, every week, it's just Walk the Line or what's it? Ring of Fire.
Ring of Fire.
Oh boy.
So May the 4th. What are we doing for May the 4th?
I wonder what you just said. Well, now the Avengers are dead. Disney only have one other property to sell.
Yeah.
And that's ending in December.
Yeah, apparently so.
I think there's some rise going on. Of the Guardians, the Owls of Gahul. Yep, that's right. Hugo Weaving and
the sequel we've all been waiting for.
I don't know anyone else in that film.
I never even saw the film.
I've got it on 3D over there.
Is it actually good?
It's fine. 3D's great.
All right.
It's a miserable film.
Yeah.
It's all dark and miserable. Could you believe it's directed by Zack Snyder? With a soundtrack by Owl City. Or at least a song by Owl City. It's like, yeah, okay, Zack Snyder, you are on brand.
I think it's in their contract that they have to do any owl-based media.
Well, then where were they in Christopher Robin? Yeah.
True.
I don't know any other thing that Owl City have done. I just know they were on the soundtrack of that. And it's like, oh, because they're owls. That's it. I don't know if they were a band who performed for the movie or anything else.
I don't know.
Do they ever exist?
I think didn't they do a song for Wreck-It Ralph or something? I seem to remember a song of theirs on Wreck-It Ralph.
Wreck-It Ralph, Ralph as fast as you can. You're gonna wreck it, da 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 da. That one.
Yeah.
That's the only popular song that's not Sugar Rush.
Yeah.
Which goes SUGAR, jump into my racing car, say Sugar Rush, Sugar Rush.
Do you know that off by heart?
Not off by heart.
Oh, right.
But I've heard it so often because, when I watch the film, and I watch it often, I won't skip the end credits.
Oh, of course not.
Because the end credits are gorgeous.
Yeah.
Every single moment, and the music's fun.
Mm-hmm.
And then at the end, we get a nice Street Fighter 2.
So, speaking of fun, are you excited? Do you think you're going to have fun this week?
Can't you see my lightsaber? Of course I'm excited.
This is going to be very interesting.
So this is a popular movie.
Yes.
Although, and this is what I discovered, and it's kind of what drew me to work on this thing, is some people really love this film.
Yep.
Some people outright fucking hated this film.
Yes. Yep.
And it was so interesting to watch in December 2017, a decade later, the vitriol coming out of people who were so excited for a new Star Wars film going, what is this shit? They've ruined everything. And it was kind of fun to see all the people who were annoying me for a year going, they're so excited, going, oh, I don't like this thing. Thinking, oh, it must be really bad. What the fuck have they done? And just trying to work out what on earth they have done.
Yeah. And then didn't someone try and do a GoFundMe to buy the rights to it or something?
Yeah, there was a whole thing where people were like, yeah, we'll try and remake it ourselves.
Yeah.
Yeah, I wonder what script they'd use.
Who knows?
Yeah.
Do you want to reveal to the listener what they must know by now
back
already?
in September, I did mention on the podcast I was working on this.
Yeah.
So, over the course of July through to April, over bits and pieces here and there, I put together, based on context clues, based on the trailer that I kept seeing in the cinema, and based on tweets and GIFs. At one point, someone...
GIFs. Go on.
At one point, I'm not Lisa Simpson, I say GIFs. At one point, someone threw up a GIF to someone else of a character doing a thing, and I said, is that from the blooper reel? He goes, no, that's from the movie. Have you not seen it? I thought, how is that from the movie? That looks so shitty and stupid. And that seems out of context for the film.
Is that the... Can I say it? Or
you can say it.
Is it the throwing the lightsaber?
It is Luke throwing the lightsaber over his shoulder.
So you knew that before you started writing?
Yes, that's one of the key things. It's like, no, because that's shot really badly. That seems like a comedy. That seems like a joke, like an Easter egg.
Yeah.
Something they put on the internet as a joke.
It was interesting to read your script. All 154 pages?
153, technically. Because it just says the end on the last page. Because, it's a 150-odd minute film, so that counts to about 150 pages. Although Social Network is, 165 pages, and that's a 2-hour film at the dot. Hour and 59 minutes, 59 seconds.
So... Yeah, it was interesting to read your script because there were a few things that you got right about it.
Right.
But I don't want to reveal anything until after we've watched the film, because I'm interested to know if you knew certain things that you'd put into the.
Well, I'll read some of the stuff I actually knew.
Right.
Going in. So Luke throws his lightsaber away.
Yep.
Snoke dies.
Right.
I also have here, who the hell was Snoke? Because I only saw The Force Awakens once. I went 1.5 times, so I wanted to see it in 3D, and then I got bored very quickly. I'm thinking, I don't want to see this in 3D.
Wow.
So I watched The Force Awakens again in March.
Did you like The Force Awakens when you watched it again in March?
No, it's not very good.
Really?
It's very boring.
Okay.
It's bland. It's vanilla. It's flavourless.
Right.
It's kind of irritating. Yoda is in it. Because I remember the John Boyega clip going around.
Yeah.
Someone on... I tried to find the clip recently when someone goes, and of course Yoda's back. He's like, what? What? That was fun. Kylo Ren, I don't know what he does in this film. That's one of the
He
key things.
exists.
I know he exists, and also later on in the year, I found some people posting gifs of him topless, so I knew that part.
Right.
I knew he was topless because I've got friends who are thirsty for that driver.
I've been meaning to talk to you about this for ages. The whole thirsty thing on Twitter. What happened? Because I missed it, and I sort of saw it.
People, they need drink. They need water. They have was someone criticising? Like the Imperator has told us, we should not get addicted to water.
Was someone criticising them on Twitter or something?
Criticising who?
People, film Twitter.
That thing, the film Twitter thing.
Yeah.
I think it's people trying to shame people, specifically women, for having any kind of sexual identity on the internet for actors and actresses and things.
Right.
No, people are allowed to be sexually attracted to people.
Yeah. It seemed like a big thing.
Probably because it's like, well, but we can't, lurch at little girls all the time, so why do you get to do it to, Adam Driver or, I don't know, Oscar Isaac?
I think Oscar Isaac's a big one.
Ryan Gosling?
I don't know.
Back in the day.
Yeah, probably back
in the day, everyone was guzzling for Gosling.
Yeah. See, it was that and the other
That's
one.
a new podcast, mate. Guzzling for Guzzle. We're going to watch all the films in which Ryan Gosling is A, sexy, and B,
Guzzling.
doing anything that requires petrol.
Yep.
Guzzling for Guzzling.
But
So basically driving the place beyond the pines.
It was the Twitter thirst film Twitter thirst thing, and
Yeah.
the other one was Meet Joe Black. Suddenly,
Yeah, Meet Joe Black came back.
yeah,
It's like, no, that gif has been going around for a decade.
it was so weird. I was sat there going, I could have easily done that. I could have started that whole trend.
Yeah.
Like, I like that film. I often think about it. But I
just
don't think I'll randomly tweet about it.
No.
And one person does, and it blows up.
Yeah, and then there was like this other post or some other article saying all these films came out in 1999. Not Meet Joe Black wasn't the only film that came out in 1999. Here's all these other things or something like that.
Yeah.
So you're just writing a list of things that happened.
Yeah.
Cool. What are we doing with content these days?
Honestly,
This is a podcast in which I've written a 153-page script. What are we doing for content these days?
every week,
I'm going to write another script.
every week after Game of Thrones, I do
broadband watch. Hashtag broadband
yes,
watch.
I do browse
Using every episode.
the articles, which basically
The
ex-
it is
they basically
and
just tell you what happened in the episode I just watched.
oh, you mean you mean the recaps?
Basically, you know,
They call them reviews because there's like a paragraph at the end which reviews it, but
not even reviews, but just like headlines where like this thing happened to
oh
Arya.
shit, right, that.
Yeah,
Okay,
I
sorry,
don't know
I thought
what.
you meant like, AV Club or Up Rocks.
No, I don't even do that.
Because I go AV Club.
I
Which, by the way, have an expert and a newbies Game of Thrones thing, which they did back in the day when they had books, and they were like, they all spoil what happens in the books to people who've read the books.
Yeah.
But by season 7, and it's
Yeah,
now
of course.
season 8, they still have 2 separate ones.
All right.
In case you've read the new books.
Well, I think there's a lot in the like there was a song in as we record the episode that just aired. There was a song in that.
Yeah, Podrick goes, somebody once told me the world was going to roll me.
If only. But like
So
that,
beautiful.
that song has loads of references to
Trek, Mystery Men,
to a
Rat
past
Race.
Targaryen who gave up the throne for love, and it's like, is this a hint at what's going to happen with Dany and Jon and
Nope.
stuff? So like, I get why they'd have an expert still.
I like
'cause
Danny and
there's-
John, but I like Jules as well. Put them all together, you get Cat from Red Dwarf.
I never watched Red Dwarf.
You should. It's got Danny, John, Jules in it.
Okay.
And if you watch Maid Marian and Her Merry Men, he raps out mud. Glorious mud.
Now, do you think
Yes.
you're gonna like The Last Jedi?
No.
Do you think
I'll
that's
tell you
gonna be
2 reasons why.
Oh, go on.
First reason, Ryan. Second reason, Johnson. I like his Breaking Bad episodes.
Right.
I bought Brick because that was the first film I bought on DVD when Blockbuster shut down. It was like 2 weeks before Brick came out, and I was excited to rent Brick because I heard so much great things about Brick, but it didn't come out in cinemas near me. So I had to buy the Virgin Megastore's 2-disc exclusive shiny cover version.
Oh.
And I've never sat through the entire film.
You lent that to me to watch once.
Yes.
I watched it all the way through.
Cool. I've
don't
never been able
remember
to sit through it. And then The Brothers Bloom, I watched the trailer and figured, you fucked up already, haven't you, mate? Then Looper came out, and that was tedious.
I remember quite liking Looper.
That was tedious.
Okay.
Absolutely tedious. Did you do anything after that before Star Wars? So I feel like that was it. And that was like,
Sort of Breaking Bad.
yeah,
probably.
besides Breaking Bad.
That was it.
Like, yeah, oh, no, he's not good with films. He's boring. He's a boring, tedious filmmaker. And we've got 2.5 hours of this.
Yeah, it's gonna be interesting.
But I know, I'm going to go through more. There's more stuff.
Yeah,
in there.
sorry.
There's an Asian girl in this.
There
People
is an
were
Asian
angry.
girl.
She got kicked off. She ran off Twitter because people were angry because she was a woman.
Who's got a great character name in your script?
I know her because of a podcast. Well, because of a TV show. Because of Comedy Bang Bang. She was on an episode of Comedy Bang Bang on the podcast. They were like, they wanted to get her. She was so good in the episode they shot. They wanted to hire her for another episode, and then her agent was like, "No, she's in England at the moment doing something." And they're like, what if she was doing Star Wars? Turned out.
Oh wow.
They were AOL. It was like, oh okay. So it's Kelly Marie Tran. She's from Comedy Bang Bang.
Yep. Kelly Marie Chang from Comedy Bang Bang
Yep,
is her character name in your script.
I can write Kelly Marie Tran from Comedy Bang Bang with my eyes closed on a keyboard
Yeah, I'm not surprised.
because I've written that
I think
300 times in that script.
if you'd given her a shorter name, if you just called her Kelly, I think that script would have been maybe 150 pages,
Maybe.
145.
Maybe, but the joke wouldn't have been there
Yeah.
because I'm consistent.
Yep.
I'm consistent. Leia's there. She doesn't die.
She
I
doesn't
know
die.
Leia doesn't die because they were like, oh, they don't kill her off. There's a casino planet.
There is.
Mhm. There's red soil kicked up by some flying planes, because I remember that from the trailer. And someone licks something and says, salt, because there was a joke on Paul F. Tompkins was like, why is this guy licking planets? Does he go around to every planet doing that?
I thought you put that in yourself. I didn't.
No, Paul F. Tompkins was like, what is this guy doing? He's licking. Does he go to every planet and lick everything? It's like, what are you doing? It's soil. Why not? So I know there was salt. So I'm assuming it's that same planet because, there was red and there was white on the screens. And white is salt. Rey discovers her parents aren't important to anything. You told me that on the car on the day afterwards. So I know that much.
Because I didn't know you were going to write a fucking script about it.
No, I know Oscar Isaac and John Boyega in this film. I don't know if they do anything. I don't know what plots they could possibly have.
Yeah. I'm keeping stum.
I don't know what the robots do in this one.
Right.
Because I don't remember BB-8 being even in the trailers. I think at this point they've given up on BB-8 because he'd done his story. He got the information to R2-D2 and R2-D2's done his story. And C-3PO has a red arm.
Yep.
Which, who cares? There's a close-up of a ship landing, but it's actually a droid doing the ironing.
Oh my god, I'd forgotten about it. I read it in your script.
Yeah.
And I was like, I don't remember. I can't get a grasp on what he means, but now Jesus, I've forgotten about that.
Yeah, no, I think that's meant to be the joke, and that's all I know.
Okay.
That's my information.
So what do you know about...
and also I know that... I think in September or October I was listening to Comedy Bang Bang again.
Right.
The font of information podcast-wise for this film, for this podcast, the script is Comedy Bang Bang. Because they were discussing that Benicio del Toro pops up in this film.
Oh, yeah.
He's like, oh shit, does he? I've got to rewrite that. Oh. And I have found in the last couple of days, I saw Ryan Johnson mentioning on Twitter, because there was someone else, that Adrian Edmondson is in this film. He seems to be one of Donald Gleason's guys.
Oh, right. Yeah, I think...
I was like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
No one's ever mentioned that, Adrian Edmondson in this film. Does he hit people around the head with a frying pan? Does he smash up an entire Star Destroyer out of insanity? Because that'd be fucking fun to watch. And that means I don't think it's going to be in this film.
What about Snoke? You said he
dies.
Forgotten...
I don't know what he does.
Okay.
Supreme Commander, I believe is the term they said.
Supreme Leader.
Supreme Leader.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
That's useless.
Yep.
Leader's nothing. Commander, everything. So that's what I know.
You don't know how he dies or what the circumstances are of his death?
Well, I assume Kylo kills. Because, he's the only one who actually seems to come in contact. Either him or Donald Gleason. I don't think Donald Gleason is the character who will kill anyone.
Know. Maybe Donald Gleason.
He's all crying and weepy and like, I'm English in this film, that I'm really trying to get to be Irish right now. I'm angry neo-Nazi character.
Do you think he would have written Winnie the Pooh in a long time ago in a galaxy far, far away?
I think he'd have run right into a cupboard and then wished he was back in time to hang out with Papa. Hello, it's me, Bill Nye. I'm here to stop the galaxy from becoming really cool.
I should watch About Time again. I remember it was really sweet.
It's really nice. Yeah. And you'll cry at the end because Bill Nye doesn't survive. He gets killed by Kylo Ren. Oh no. Me and Max von Sydow.
I don't know how I feel about going into this. I think the last and only time I've watched this...
The last Jedi and only Jedi you've ever done this.
Was the midnight screening. I don't think I've gone back to it since.
Okay.
So it's
Do you remember how you felt after the midnight screening? Were you one of the ones who were like, yeah, pitchforks and torches?
I've never been a huge Star Wars fan.
Why would you go to a midnight screening, says the guy who's gone to Endgame midnight screening in the end.
Yeah, I've never been a huge Star Wars fan. Oh. I just go because I like
the feeling.
I like going to midnight screenings, and I like being in
that moment.
Yeah,
it's exciting.
I've seen a new blockbuster that's been hyped up, but when everyone was like really angry and upset that they didn't like it, I was really nonplussed. I didn't really have any proper opinion. Have
you seen the Rise of Skywalker trailer?
Yeah.
How do you feel about that then? Because I've not seen that, by the way, because I'm holding off.
Oh, really? Okay.
Well, I don't want to see that until I've seen this.
But you must know certain things that happen in the Rise of Skywalker.
I know there's a laugh that Seth Rogen was like, someone's put this in, it's funny. So all I know is like a shot of Rey then.
Oh, you don't know what the laugh is in reference to? Oh, right. Okay.
So I assume at one point Rey is going to be running for President of the United States. Long shot out this weekend.
Yeah,
I assume go and see it. Hopefully, because I think I'm gonna like it.
I saw the trailer and it looked good. I mean, I think I'm happy that J.J. Abrams is back for it.
Really?
But I think...
Wouldn't you have liked a third director? Colin Trevorrow, row. Josh, Trank.
Yeah, that would have been interesting, actually. But, like, I'm sort of happy... Yeah, I'm happy that he's back for it. But then I'm like, but, like, he has to sort out the things...
Whatever
that Rian Johnson did.
Because there's one thing else I know, which is probably what the ire is that he kind of cut off all the mystery box stuff that J.J. Abrams done. It was like, no, we're not doing this. We're doing something different. Yeah,
there's a lot of that.
So I don't know what that means because I don't remember much of the mystery box stuff. I just know there was the lightsaber that had the weird flashback at Maz Kanata's.
Yeah.
Is that her name? Cantana?
Yeah.
Her cantina, where Lin-Manuel Miranda had a cantina band reggae mix.
Yeah.
These are important facts I know. It's the sound mixes.
So you had that, and you had...
so that's the parent stuff, really.
The parent stuff.
Which is all akin to the lightsaber.
In your script it is, yeah.
Well, I would assume so, because that's... Because otherwise, why would she have a flash?
And there's... what else was it? Oh, who exactly Supreme Leader Snoke
who Snoke is. And C-3PO's red arm, how did that happen?
Yeah, and what's the other thing?
Why is Luke hiding away?
Or
on the hunt to find the first ever Jedi Temple, which was the insinuation.
Yeah. And the other thing was his parents, Snoke.
The Millennium Falcon.
What
happened to all those capes?
What did happen to all those capes?
So, we're going to find out, I guess, in Skywalker.
Maybe, yeah. Oh, there was
something else. He tweeted he's back.
Yeah, he is back.
Yep. Yeah. Billy D. Williams. Hello, it's me, Cape Man, Billy D. Williams.
Oh, I can't remember for the life of me. There was one more little thing.
Finn, Rey, Leia, Kylo, Donald Gleason. I don't remember character names. Laura Dern.
No, I can't remember. But yeah, with this
Phasma,
because it's directed by Rian Johnson, and he's doing a trilogy apparently.
Yeah, he's doing his own trilogy, so he can do his own stuff.
So I think
is he doing an old?
No one knows yet.
Republic trilogy, because I know it's the Weiss and Benioff are doing an old Republic thing, aren't they?
Oh yeah, yeah.
I'm excited. I love the old Republic stuff.
Yeah, no, I think he's doing a different thing, and you'll kind of get a feeling of that in this maybe. So it'll be interesting.
Oh, so there's gonna be a pilot. There's gonna be like a backdoor pilot in here. The Binkses.
Oh, it's 2.5 hours, and I can't remember it being all too. Like, I would happily watch Force Awakens again.
I've got that on the DVR as well.
Because it flows nicely, you know?
Well, I recorded it off ITV2.
Yeah.
So even with the ad breaks, came to an hour and 2 hours and 25 minutes with ad breaks. It's not as long a film as you think it was.
Yeah. And
but the end credit sequence, the post-credit scene.
The post-credit scene?
Yeah, in which Rian Johnson comes out and goes, hey, in 2 years' time, I'm going to annoy the fuck out of you guys. That's why he got the 12 A's.
Burns the script.
Yep. But that's why it's got the 12 A's, because he just says the F word right at the end of the thing. It's like, what the fuck, Disney? Crazy.
I'm really trying not to say anything about it, but...
well, no, this is a podcast. This is the time to say things about
it. Before we watched it, because I don't want to ruin it for you. But no,
well,
I'm really
guessing
intrigued.
Rian Johnson's going to ruin it for all of us. You just buzzed yourself.
Yeah, I did just buzz myself.
You just sit on your phone?
Yep.
Boy, oh boy, I wish I was on the phone right now.
It feels better. Oh my god, I just opened it and the picture popped up.
Your Angry Beard. Have you seen the Angry Beards movie too?
But I think during this whole time I'll probably be just like looking at you to see how you react to things.
And I'll be reading through my script going, nope.
Yep.
Nope. Script supervisor wasn't on point with that one, were they?
Yep. I might have to get your script out as well and have a flick through during the film. Just to remind myself. Yeah. But yeah, this is going to be interesting.
2.5 hours.
Are you ready?
Never. I'm terrified. This is going to be the worst thing we've ever done, isn't it?
Well, we did a new...
Apparently it's not as bad as Mamma Mia, Here We Go Again, according to
Wow, yeah. You had a full-on argument. I was busy working.
That guy, he has opinions, and he doesn't want anyone else to have another opinion. That's his shtick. And he also wants to be Australian, but he doesn't want to live in Australia for the last 20 years. So
I don't know him much.
But, I know him a lot.
Yeah, I wasn't too...
I think I'm one of his closer friends.
Really? You didn't sound like it.
No, that's how many friends this guy keeps.
Wow. Okay. Yeah.
Bless him.
Yeah,
I love him.
I
He's
was
a good
I
guy,
was
but...
not fazed by it all. You seemed really pissed off.
I enjoy when someone starts, throwing their opinion at me on Twitter, like, "Oh no, this is what I think." I go, "Yay, we've got opinions! Isn't it fun to have opinions?" Like someone else came to me a couple of weeks ago and asking why I gave Us a 1-star review on Letterboxd. Well, not a review, a posting. I go, "Oh, I have an opinion. Isn't it fun?" I don't post it on Twitter, but I have an opinion. Yeah, but why? I think it's one of the great films. Cool. I'm glad. It's nice to enjoy a film, isn't it?
Yeah.
I look forward to doing that. That's my kind of thing, because I'm done being negative on there.
Oh, that's nice. That's a nice way to go about it.
Yeah, but it's exhausting because everyone's negative on Twitter. I fucking hate being negative.
So if it had been the other way, if it had been the other way around, you wouldn't have been answering so much about how much you hate Mamma Mia. Here we go again.
No, I wouldn't have noticed. If someone was posting about how good Mamma Mia Here We Go Again is, and I just noticed it, I'd probably just find a GIF and go, what's the one? The one where the guy goes, "Really?"
Oh, in that
Oh, it's Thor.
Yeah. I was
Yeah,
gonna
it's
say,
Thor
is
to
it though?
Mark Ruffalo. Is it though? That's the one. That's the great one.
Yeah.
Oh, thank you, Taika.
Let's stop talking about the MCU and do the Star Wars universe.
Can we watch the Taika Waititi film?
No.
Can you watch Ego vs. Shark? Can you watch What We Do in the Shadows, but not the TV show, because I'm struggling to get through that at the moment.
Let's watch Star Wars: The Last Jedi.
Star Wars Episode 8, The Last Jedi.
Yep. So
that was The Last Jedi. That was 2 hours and 30 minutes.
Yeah.
Films are long.
Yeah.
What's your favourite long film?
I like Gandhi.
I like Gandhi.
Yeah.
I like Lawrence of Arabia.
You can make
really great long films. If you have interesting characters, beautiful locations, a script.
Right, let's say you have to watch one of those two films again.
What, Gandhi? I've never seen Gandhi.
Last Jedi or Force Awakens.
Force Awakens is much shorter.
Exactly, and it's easier though, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean,
it flows nicer.
There are parts of it that work.
Yeah.
You can watch it and go like, "Oh, that's the story."
You at least get that sort of nostalgia feeling. It's not there in this one. This one looks too much to the future.
But at the same time, it's shot like it's in the 70s. There's a lot of grimy film shots, like it's Rogue One in that sense. Which, I liked when they did that. That was a very good choice back then because it fitted the aesthetic of A New Hope. This one, I don't know why it's also, kind of gritty and dirty and oddly over-the-top skin colours. I don't just mean Oscar Isaac. I'm the Codemaster.
You had a couple of things in there that were...
I got more right than I ever thought I would, considering I knew nothing about the actual plot. Except for context clues based on the fact that The Force Awakens exists.
Kelly Marie Tran has a sister.
Yeah. Sure.
You didn't know that? No. I thought you did.
No.
I thought, I must have known that she had a sister, but maybe you thought that the sister played a bigger part.
No, I just felt like that she has to have a personal reason to get into a story because no character should go into an event just for the sake of doing it. They have to have a personal stake in something. So logically correct.
Did you think at the beginning of the film when Kelly Marie Tran died, did you think that was her character?
That wasn't Kelly Marie Tran dying at the start.
It was a twin.
Was it twin?
Wasn't it?
No.
I thought it was a twin sister.
No. Just a sister. You're racist. You think all Asian girls are the same.
I never really.
No, when she popped up, is that her? No, and then she took a mask off. Thinking, no, that's not her face.
All right.
I got excited when I saw.
Yeah, I did think she looked a bit thinner, and I was like, "How did they do that?"
Hey! This is why she was kicked off of Twitch. Why she left Twitter. People like you calling her out.
I'm not judging.
She could be any size she wants to be. She can be anything she wants to be. Yes, Queen.
Right.
The aristocrats. Yeah, I got that.
Yeah.
What else did I get? That was I got. What was it? What did I get right?
I can't remember now.
Oh, I failed. I failed to remember what I got right.
We should have written notes.
Should have written notes.
Well, one thing you guessed just as it happened.
Killing younglings. Ben killed some younglings. That turned him into evil.
I guess.
So I nailed that. And the Jedi Temple destruction.
But one thing you guessed as it happened, just like milliseconds before it happened, was Luke. Dusting off his
covered in red from the salt planet cake, as we've discovered.
Yep.
Or Vangara, as I refer to it. That sounds like something shitty they might use for a quick, cheap buck. It's probably copyrightable.
Mm.
Yeah, he gets covered in soot and cake from the Salt Planet cake. I mean, I did the dust off motion, and immediately afterwards he dusted himself off, despite being a force projection.
Yeah.
So,
I can't believe you didn't see that.
The fuck what?
I can't believe you didn't see that coming.
Well, I was hoping there'd be something more interesting to do.
Mm. Yeah, why would you have had the hope that far in?
It's a spark of the hope. That will lead to the destruction of the franchise, it seems.
Yeah, this one...
Hey, Laura Dern... Hey, no, I got right that Poe would mutiny.
Yep,
Nailed
you did
that.
Get that right.
Though my version was much more successful.
Yeah,
and was a deconstruction of the concept of old statesman versus the young uprising.
You didn't get Leia Poppins.
Age. No, I didn't get Leia Poppins. I don't know why. I would never have... I mean, obviously, one assumes that Leia is going to get sucked out into space and wake up in passenger-style cold, frozen ice and somehow glide her way back into a spaceship and then do the Spock thing at the end of Wrath of Khan.
Yeah.
I don't know why that didn't obviously cross my mind, because everybody knows. It's hack at this point. It's cliche. Every film does it. I don't know if you went and saw Fisherman's Friends the other week.
No.
But Danny Mays, he gets shot out of a ship as he's trying to sign the record deal for the boys.
Right.
And then he gets sunken into the ground, and then he opens his eyes, and he starts putting his hand up, and he just rises back up onto the surface again, and they let him onto the ship. Classic movie trope.
You did sort of get Luke when he's thrown rocks at in your script. He throws rocks at Rey.
Yeah.
To tell her to feel the Force.
Yeah.
And in this one, he says to her, "Reach out," and she actually reaches out, and he's like, "For fuck's sake!"
He tickles her because he is a sex offender to some degree.
I quite like that.
Which is why he
scene.
has a bunch of little children.
I quite like that scene. It's one of the few light humorous moments that works for me.
Yeah.
I just think it's fun.
Okay, yeah, he's having fun with this.
Yeah.
Right, let's do more of that, please.
He
hasn't seen another human being. He's seen apparently alien nuns.
Yeah.
And blue.
You didn't
milk
get the
monsters.
alien nuns.
I didn't. Of course, no. If I was going to guess there were nuns in this film, I was going to hope that there'd be Whoopi Goldberg and Maggie Smith and Kathy Najimy. And boy, would they be great in the Casino Planet. It'd be like Sister Act 3, where she's going back to discover who she witnessed murder. And she's got her nuns on the runs back in the guns. Can we do Sister Act 3? I'm sure
I've not seen Sister Act 1 or 2.
Okay, Sister Act is about Whoopi Goldberg.
I know,
she's a club singer.
of them, but I've never seen
she's
them.
a club singer. She witnesses a murder. She's put into witness protection in a nunnery.
Are they worth watching?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah. Sister Act 2. You have to understand, Sister Act 2, Back in the Habit. This is a pun I only understood about a decade ago.
Jesus.
I watched it all the time as a child. I thought, yeah, she is back.
You're old, so a decade's not long for you.
She is, getting back into the swing of being a nun. No, nuns wear habits. It's genius. And that second film, directed by Bill Duke. Remember Bill Duke? Predator.
Oh, right. What, like hashtag Me Too era?
Commando. He goes commando.
Oh, very, very Me Too.
Yeah, he's a badass motherfucker. Mandy. If you saw Mandy.
I still haven't seen Mandy.
Don't.
But I've heard
it's about as watchable as this film.
There's a chainsaw fight or something. I want to watch that.
Yeah, but it's a rip-off of an actual chainsaw fight film. I don't remember what it was, but there was another film which actually was a chainsaw fight film. It's like, oh, do you get it? We're ironically ripping off a 70s exploitation film. So, oh, cool. Are you going to do anything genuine? No! They even rip off MacGruber in that film, which is ridiculous. Because if you're going to rip off MacGruber first, you should instead just watch MacGruber, because MacGruber is ripping off itself and being 90 minutes of excellence. We're going to watch that at some point. They made a fucking movie, MacGruber.
I was really hoping that I'd go into this the second... I'm pretty sure
you were having a new hope.
Time. Yeah, I thought I'd be like one of those... Because like I said, I'm not massively invested in the franchise or anything.
Oh, sorry, what socks are you wearing?
Look, they're just...
Luke!
They just exist to cover my feet. It doesn't matter what's on the fucking socks.
It just exists to cover my feet.
I would wear Kenneth Williams socks.
Ooh.
Doesn't matter, they're just fucking socks. They're most of the time they're under my shoes. You know?
In your shoes.
In my shoes.
Otherwise you've got a funny way of walking.
You know what I mean?
I don't, that's why I had to make sure.
But
you can slip shoes, you could put Socks, then shoes, then another pair of socks on.
And an even bigger pair of shoes on. But yeah, I was hoping to go into this and be like, yeah, see, it's not that bad. But really, it's quite...
It's weirdly empty.
Yeah.
It's kind of it's like a black hole of anything substantial.
Yeah, and Rian Johnson, it feels like he takes too much glee in just ripping apart everything that J.J. Abrams
he's like,
has
fuck
set
your
up.
setup, here's some random stuff. But you're not gonna build up to something interesting happening next. You're not like, oh, I can't wait to see where this new version is going. It's just like, oh, okay, you've someone was halfway through making a jigsaw puzzle, you've come in, you've taken half the pieces, and then you've thrown them out the window.
Yeah.
So we're not going to build a new puzzle out of this, are we?
That's the thing, and...
Cool. You're a child.
And I'm trying to remember what it was like, what he was saying in the press stuff. In the press tour.
Was it hashtag go fuck yourself?
But like, because, you know, didn't he go around saying like how big a Star Wars fan he is, and
they always say that though.
He's a fan like everyone else, and
the director came in to reshoot Fanboys.
Yeah.
When they were reshooting that, because Weinstein was like, I don't want it to be a cancer comedy anymore. I want it to be focused just on the idea that Star Wars fans are nerds. He was like, I'm a big fan of the wars. I love the wars. It was just this jock who has no concept of Star Wars and wanted to make fun of nerds. So then the original director eventually got back in and got to remake it, got to do it properly and get as close to it as possible as a genuine, loving homage to nerds who like things. And it's actually a funny cancer comedy. And I think Fanboys is wonderful.
Is Kevin Smith in that? I imagine Kevin. Yeah, it feels like a Kevin Smith cameo film.
And Ethan Suplee plays now, unfortunately, Harry Knowles. Oof. Yeah. And of course, it's got Weinstein's touch all over it. So there's a couple of problems with that. But you get Jay Baruchel, you get Kristen Bell, you get Dan Fogler. Great cast. McBride, Seth Rogen plays like 3 characters. He's all over that film. It's great.
I really don't remember.
Sorry, can we talk about Fanboys for a minute? It's Star Wars now. We can talk about anything.
I don't remember disliking The Last Jedi this much.
The last time you watched The Last Jedi, you weren't this harsh on this last film.
I mean, I just remember getting the night bus home and being like, yeah, it was alright.
It was a film that happened.
Yeah.
I remember there being like that with Rogue One, but then I also thought, that was probably the best Star Wars film I've seen in the cinema since, Revenge of the Sith.
I sort of
Which was, 2 films beforehand. So
I sort of
I saw Clone Wars in the cinema. I saw Clone Wars in the cinema opening morning.
I
don't call myself a Star Wars fan. I have box sets. I have toys. I saw Star Wars: The Clone Wars opening morning. I think I might be a fan of Star Wars. I just don't like the movies.
All right, fair enough.
The games, the extended universe, the concept of it.
You play Battlefront quite a lot, don't you?
Yeah, I played Knights of the Old Republic all the fucking time. I loved that world. I'm so excited for an Old Republic set locale.
It's never been confirmed yet, so...
Well, Benioff and Weiss better fucking do it, because...
Well, it's not been confirmed that's what...
Look, they better do
Kathleen Kennedy said at a celebration that they do talk about it, but that's the only time that it's been mentioned at all.
Well, there's no other... Well, it's a cool place to do things.
Yeah. Enough people want it.
You get Jedi being like this weird religion on the outskirts, but you have so much life in the universe beyond that.
Now,
anyway, still, we get Werner Herzog in The Mandalorian later this year on Disney+.
And Bill Burr.
Hello, Bill Burr.
After...
How do you have to say about the funny things that happen in the world? Give me a joke, Bill Burr comedian.
Give me a fucking droid already.
It's funny because you're ginger. The ginger people are basically orangutans of humanity. You evolved from orangutans, and from orangutans you will go back. But we are all sunken into humanity's beliefs that we are the most important part of the universe. We are just here for a short amount of time. He was very quick.
We watched the Rise of Skywalker trailer after we watched this film.
Yep.
What do you think of the trailer?
It's like someone said, I want Jedis to jump around and punch people. And they want Jedis to be Orlando Bloom in Return of the King, taking down that mammoth elephant thing. That's what I think with Rey jumping over that fighter. It's like Orlando Bloom just taking down that thing, swinging on the horn and then jumping off.
Still only counts as one.
Oh, Gimli, you son of a bitch.
How do you feel about the Emperor returning? Because it's basically confirmed he has come back. Don't know how.
Are you sure it's going to be the Emperor?
Yeah.
He's going to come back and it's Chancellor Palpatine.
Same
no, it's not. Because Chancellor Palpatine was charismatic. He loved going to weird space opera. He was very friendly to Queen Amidala.
Yeah.
He even, got Jar Jar Binks involved in politics. He knew that alien outreach was a way to get it. Minority outreach in the alien worlds was very important. He was progressive.
But how do you...
Far more progressive than Donald Gleeson, who's all white.
Are you against the idea of him coming back? Because I think...
He fell down a shaft throwing out lightning.
Yeah.
We didn't see his body land. We didn't see Han's...
Oh, right, okay.
We never saw Han's body land.
We never saw Gwendoline Christie's body land.
We never saw Gwendoline Christie's body land. Darth Maul has returned, despite the fact that his body fell down a shaft. If you fall down a shaft...
Okay, so
Luke fell down a shaft, and we saw what happened to him. He found his way on the Millennium Falcon. So they all just found their way on the Millennium Falcon. Don't know if you knew that. It's got a lot of storage space.
All right, so you're not completely against the idea. It doesn't anger you.
No, if they can do it in an interesting way, I'll take it. I don't care. I'm not like, why is Yoda here?
What about the fact that J.J. Abrams is back for this third?
I'm disappointed Colin Trevorrow isn't here. I was really excited to see him.
It would have been interesting.
Remake the Book of Henry with Star Wars characters.
Yeah, I
would like to see Leia have to read a book about how to kill her next door neighbour.
In one
based
sense,
on her autistic child who died. That's what that film was about, by the way. Naomi Watts' autistic child dies and leaves her a book that illustrates that her next door neighbour, Dean Norris, Chief of Police, is molesting his daughter, and here's away because he was so smart, he was doing all the money for the household, he was keeping everything going, she didn't know what she was doing. Here's a plan to murder him and you won't get caught. That's what the Book of Henry's about.
Okay, maybe I will watch it now.
That's the film that cost Colin Trevorrow Star Wars.
Wow.
It was so awful and unforgivably bad. It's amazing that safety not guaranteed exists.
I'm sort of in two minds about J.J. Abrams.
Naomi Watts is going to kill Dean Norris because her dead child wrote a book to tell her how to do it, plan by plan. That's a film.
All right.
That's a film they made in 2017.
But
what the fuck is wrong with you?
J.J. Abrams set up,
Jabrams.
Force Awakens and all that.
Yeah.
And now he's come back, and so in one sense, I'm like, oh well, that's good because I like the Force Awakens,
right?
And he's going back and he's gonna fix the things that.
Yeah, that's my assumption is that
J.J.
Abrams didn't want to do another film because the original trilogy has 3 different directors.
Yeah,
so you would want to honour that and let other people do that. And then I'm assuming he saw what Rian Johnson did and figured, oh, what you need is a consistent screenwriter, like Lawrence Kasdan, who is working on these films. So why is he not?
There was someone who sort of overlooked the original trilogy, right?
Kasdan.
Yeah, they knew
who is part of the Lucasfilm team at the moment.
Yeah,
but he and his son, not Jake Kasdan, but the other Kasdan, who's not as cool as Jake Kasdan, the director of Sex Tape, are making their own stuff.
Yeah,
aren't they part of the Mandalorian team?
Oh no, they were doing Solo, didn't they? Maybe that's what happened. They're like, you go in the corner and work on Solo, and right, let's ruin the franchise.
Yeah, they wrote Solo, and then Lord Miller were like, well, there's only one way you can turn this screenplay into a film if you're going to do it properly, is because you have to take it very unseriously, because you can't take this script seriously. And then Ron Howard was like, no, we'll just do your version, and that's when it's serious, it's embarrassing. Solo.
Yeah.
That's a joke moment, otherwise it can't exist. Fucking hell, that film.
So I guess now I'm thinking, it would have been interesting to have a complete different director attached to the third one.
So you have asked
and it wouldn't have been.
I was signed up to do this, but they said I could be acting, and of course I like to stretch my muscles. I feel the force of Klaus Kinski inside of me.
But maybe it wouldn't have been.
Perhaps I should have directed it too.
It wouldn't have been.
Nicolas Cage is the Rise of Skywalker.
It wouldn't have been the Rise of Skywalker. It would be different. It would have gone more into
Piss Pants McGee. It would be called. It's a child who keeps pissing his pants through the use of the Force.
It would have gone more into the children that you see at the end.
Also, the director of Jeepers Creepers.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's
a Larry Clark film. It's about Jedi. But fuck.
I don't spend too much time thinking about Star Wars. So you
have 24 hours every day. How many hours? 3? 3.5? We spent 2.5 on this already.
Yeah.
So he gets about 5.
That's my quota.
He's spending 5 hours
much.
today.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm going to go see Rise of Skywalker.
Yeah.
Because they'll probably do a triple bill.
God.
They would, wouldn't they? They'd have to.
No, they will. I was thinking, because what I was thinking was, if this film was halfway decent, I might go and book a triple bill myself for the midnight screening.
Yeah. But I don't think I'd sit through The Last Jedi again.
This is
honestly, I think
this
I
will
would
put you to sleep.
I would go see The Force Awakens and then
pop out and have dinner. Yeah.
And I think a lot of people would do that.
Yeah.
Because they'd book
half
just for
the cinema would go, and you get to know which ones you like and which ones you don't.
Oh man, and
it's like internet dating right there.
And I'd leave. Maybe I'd leave towards, about 5-10 minutes in, just so that as I'm leaving, I see how few people there are.
You come back for like an hour and a half in, so you can watch Laura Dern do her big thing.
Yeah.
And then you go back out.
That was nice.
Then you get dessert.
Yep. The Laura Dern thing was nice.
Yeah, that's something. It's like Rogue One. I remember being like, oh yeah, this is fine. But I was excited when they had the sequence in which the Star Destroyers smash into each other.
Yeah.
That's something I've never seen before. Well done, you've done something I've never seen before. And this, again, a hyperspace smash through with a ship, destroying these things. I've never seen that before. Well done, you found something I've not seen before. But this is 2.5 hours. Can we have 3 more things I've not seen before that are interesting and not just puffins?
And I was saying...
space nuns.
And I was saying that they had signs in the cinema.
Yeah.
When the film was out saying, be warned, there is a moment...
Be warned! There is a moment of silence at the end of the film for our princess.
I remember the signs, and for some reason, it made me think maybe that moment of silence is quite long.
Yeah.
Long enough for someone to maybe step out and try and speak to cinema staff.
But it's 25 seconds at best.
Oh, I wouldn't even call it that.
At best.
Yeah. I'd go close to 10.
All right.
If that.
All right, fine. Do you want to find out?
I can't be asked. You've deleted it already.
We have the internet.
But yeah, it's definitely not long enough to get out of your seat.
No.
And go and get... But I wonder if cinema staff had that problem, and that's why they put the sign up.
Yeah.
There's got to be a reason for them putting the sign up.
Oh, I'm sure people just rushed out because they're stupid.
That can't be an easy thing to find online. How many seconds?
11 seconds.
Really?
That's how long.
You didn't find anything, you liar.
Bottom row.
Right.
Yeah, 11 seconds is that video. And I assume that's just all that. So yeah, you're close.
Yeah.
Nailed it. I see time differently to you. I am a mockingbird.
You didn't have any. You didn't have any crystal foxes.
No, I didn't put Pokemon in my script for some reason. I don't know why. I figured that would be put in Detective Pikachu's script. I'm not going to see Detective Pikachu. I'm just going to write Detective Pikachu next. Can't wait with Detective Pikachu.
It does next week soon.
I just see all these posters of Pikachu everywhere. I just want to stop and cuddle. I just want the Pokemon. Oh, I love Pikachu. You see, all Pokemon are cute. Even ugly Pokemon are cute. Magikarp is adorable. I'd love to fin bump Magikarp.
So
Goldine's a motherfucker, isn't
I don't know what else there is to say about this. Well, it was very
script. The script, which is now online, you can read all 153 pages I wrote of what I imagined The Last Jedi to be. Completely different.
Yeah, I remember liking your ending.
Yeah.
Your final act was much more...
Final act was a real hard bugger to work out as well.
Yeah.
Because it's a lot of pieces have to be put together.
Yeah.
Because you've got 3 or 4 interlocking stories meeting. Yeah. Which happens in this film. All the stories meet.
Yeah.
There was a moment in which the Millennium Falcon goes over Cake Planet. With salt on top. And I thought, oh god, yeah, Chewbacca and Rey, they're in this film as well, aren't they? Even though we spent like an hour on Irish Planet with barely any time away from it, it just felt like they weren't in the film because they were on a different planet and they never felt connected. Even when she's literally talking to Kylo at different times, it just never felt connected. It was.
What did you think of
Benicio del Toro?
Snoke's death. Did you sort of got that? You didn't know that was how he's going to die.
I just knew he died.
You didn't know it was going to be at the hand of
Kylo.
Kylo.
I assumed it would be because that's the point. Is the student becomes the master? Because if a good guy killed Snoke at this point, That was just that the rebels or the resistance have the upper hand, and thus that kind of stops the trilogy. It makes it a two-parter.
I guess so.
That's the point. The point is it's darker, so it's like, oh, true evil has come. It's the butterfly breaking through the cocoon.
But
yeah, I liked how Snoke was, how he twisted the lightsaber and he was narrating what he wanted to happen or what he could see was happening, but it was something else happening. It's like, oh, did you get it?
I didn't.
Andy Serkis wasn't good as Goldmember though.
Yeah, I'm never going to be able to.
You're never going to be able to understand.
But for some reason, I had it in my head that he had both lightsabers in that scene, like from when I saw it
that one time.
Yeah,
at band camp.
In my head, he had both one lightsaber on each armrest.
Right, and they sliced through it twice.
Yeah. And it was like, I don't know, that would have
been... A lot less Kylo lightsaber, this one. I know the first one was all about establishing the lightsaber and the janky precision of it.
Yeah.
I was disappointed he only had it a couple of times, and you don't really use the side. The side of those blades should be utilised more. The trailer for the new one has him punching someone using it.
Yeah, that looks
like, okay, cool. Yeah. But why is it taking 3 films to get to this point?
That's true. That's the thing.
This is 2.5 hours. We don't get to see him do it.
That's another thing that J.J. Abrams set up. You know, it was a big talking point. You know, we've got this lightsaber with 3...
It's got 3 blades and it's jankily done. So it's obviously someone who's trying to be cool edgelord but does no manufacturing.
And you put that in your script, didn't you?
Yeah.
Like an explanation. I'm trying to remember. Was it Luke destroyed it or did...
Luke destroyed it.
Luke destroyed
in the fight, in the duel, which is why he has...
it made him have to make a new one. Yeah.
Because he had a yellow lightsaber. He was Plo Koon.
That was it, yep.
Plo Koon, motherfucker. Coolest one. So he makes this one, but then Snoke gives him a properly perfected version, and then he kills him.
Yes, that was
It's like he's evolved. He's lost his mask in the fight. He's become more himself and not a Padawan anymore.
And then, again, the mask.
Yeah, the mask happens like in the first 5 minutes.
Yeah, in the trailer
for back.
Rise of Skywalker, he's brought it back.
But no, I know you're doing the Vader thing, but the whole point is, I always imagine, as you see in this version of it, I imagine that he was wanting to be this person that he found out about in his family, but he also wants to try and be himself, an icon. And so the mask is at once hindering him to being who he truly is and making him go in the direction that he feels like he should go. And the point of the film is killing the elders, killing off the past, so he can start his new regime.
Are you more interested in seeing the Last Jedi, the Rise of Skywalker? Now that you know what a mess the Last Jedi's in, are you intrigued to see how it can be fixed? Do you think it can be fixed?
I don't think it can be fixed. I think it would come to an end and it'd be like, oh yeah, the good guys win.
Obviously that's going to happen, but do you think...
But I don't think there's much, because, as I was saying, it's weird. There are no stakes. I mean, there were high stakes in terms of, planets could be destroyed and people could die, but I don't feel those stakes in that film.
Oh yeah, not in Last Jedi.
No, it's completely
Force
devoid.
Awakens, you could with Stark in the base.
Stark in the base, there was something. They actually blow up a planet.
Yeah, 5 planets.
Yeah, a bunch of them. They Pink Floyded it and threw it out through different spectrums. But I felt nothing throughout this whole film. It was bizarrely devoid of emotion, humanity.
Yeah, but do you feel confident that...
I don't know if JJ can bring it back and wrap it round and make it fun to watch.
But
because the films are meant to be fun and exciting.
Whether or not it's fun, though, do you feel confident that it can be a satisfying enough ending?
Well, yeah, because they didn't set up much in the first one anyway, so it's not got... Ultimately, it's the first film was so devoted to rebuilding the Star Wars franchise based on earlier Star Wars films and just finding the best parts of them.
Yeah, I think they're going to really dig everything out of the entire... the first 6 movies. Go on.
Maz Kanata?
Yeah.
Her return for some reason.
You didn't think she was going to return?
I thought she was a one-and-doneer.
Oh, no.
I don't know why she had to come back. I know it's Lupita Nyong'o, but even so...
Because she was contracted.
Yeah, but...
Again, it was
Adrian Emerson would contract, and he didn't even come and do anything.
Yeah. Again, it was a
What was the point of Adrian Emerson, by the way?
I don't know.
They were filming in London, they were filming in England. It was like, hey, I'm free. Oh, I love Bottom. And since Rick Mel's dead, and apparently we can't get his ashes on this set. Or his body, I don't know if it's cremated. If he wasn't cremated, can we get him in there?
But yeah, again, Maz Kanata is another...
It's Kanata.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think...
I was saying Katana. It's probably not Katana.
Either or.
Seems a bit dangerous.
That was another thing that JJ set up. You know, I think he clearly had plans for her.
Yeah.
Whether he'll use her
I thought she was a Drex like one and done. This is this guy who runs a diner. She runs a cantina.
Because and this is something you explained in your yeah. You explained that in your script. Yeah, but it's still a.
But she's like Benicio del Toro in Guardians of the Galaxy. She's a collector of items of nostalgia and weird and winsome things.
It's still nice that got an explanation, but we still haven't had that in the canon.
But we did have that fucking weird scene when she goes in the black hole, and she's like click 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 open conga. It's like the end of Spider-Verse in the credit sequence.
Yeah.
When they're all jumping over that gigantic Spider-Man who's laid down and waving, or they're all roasting Spider-Ham, and then Spider-Ham's roasting a spider. By the way, those end credits are so fucking good. It's all the time. But what was that sequence? It's like here's your parents, and it's your face.
Yeah.
Oh, your parents were nothing.
What do you think?
They were nobodies.
How rewritten is that going to be? Do you think?
It's going to reveal that Palpatine was the father.
Yeah, I think I can feel that happening.
In the Force,
because she wouldn't be a Skywalker.
No, that's ridiculous. Ben was too young.
Yeah.
Han was too old. Luke was too. Checking Luke.
Yeah. What is that sound? Oh wait.
It's one of us bumping. Do you reckon Luke ever hit anything?
We're very crackly.
You're crackly.
Do you reckon he ever hit anything?
Yeah, do you reckon he...
Oh, look at all those nuns.
Do you reckon he knocked up a space nun?
Yeah, space nuns don't have a vow of celibacy.
Is that why Daisy Ridley kind of has her eyes slightly offbeat and weird looking?
Yep.
It's not just she's English.
Well, that too. So, Andrew Jones.
Are you done already? You don't want any excerpts written out?
Oh, yeah, if you want.
I mean, do you have any particular sequences?
Everything's sort of mixed together, and I'm tired.
You're tired?
I'll
set this up so
I do like the opening page.
The title page?
Yeah, the title page you've got.
Yeah, it was very easy to find that.
I can imagine.
Have you gone through over 100 pages in?
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Because I remember
I had my computer read this out the other day just to make sure for any spelling errors. A couple of spelling errors.
Yeah, there were a bit.
But at that point, I don't really care.
Yeah.
It's like I think there's 3 or 4 of them over the course of 154 pages. So fuck you. I'm very good at English. Having to write Kelly Marie Tran from Comedy Bang Bang 500 times. Of course, Donald Gleeson is just Donald Gleeson in the script. Laura Dern is just Laura Dern in the script. Benicio del Toro is just Benicio del Toro. I don't know character names. It turns out his name is Hux.
General Hux.
With an X.
Yeah.
I like Hugs.
Oh, yeah.
I like Hugs.
The opening of Last Jedi.
Oh, yeah, Oscar Isaac's doing that thing, you know. Yeah, I'm on hold.
Sort of a callback to The Force Awakens.
Is it?
Yeah, remember the beginning of Force Awakens where he's like, who talks first? You talk first?
That scene was so bad. I remember watching it again. Every time I watch it, I think... Because it destroys the threat immediately.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, he's not scared of Kylo Ren, so we shouldn't be scared of Kylo Ren. Whereas Darth Vader appears, so it's like, oh, we're scared of Darth Vader because everyone's scared.
Yeah, that's true.
That's such a destructive moment for a joke. That just killed that whole film right there.
One line I do remember now looking at it, in your script, is when Kylo comes face to face with Rey, and he says, I owe you a scar. That would have been powerful.
Right?
If
they weren't talking the entire film and just hanging out and being best buds already.
Yeah.
She's a fucking weird choice. She's on an island isolated and only have one person to talk to. Although, she has Chewbacca and R2-D2 and they quickly disappear in this one.
You had Kylo and... I
had to backtrack to get Chewbacca out of that film.
You had Kylo and his mother meet and talk a bit, didn't you?
And Leia.
Yeah.
Very briefly.
Very briefly, but more so than...
he's invading the base.
Yeah.
Because he's, at once his job is to kill them all, but at once he's also doing it narcissistically because he wants to. He wants to kill his mother.
You didn't kill off Phasma.
No, why would I? She was... I assumed that based on her part in the first film, she would be the second heavy.
Yeah.
And it would be fun to watch her have a journey in which she's used in a storyline like this continuously, I should add, and have moral complex arguments about war and destruction and who is good and who is evil.
You had some really fun stuff with
Whereas
her.
who is good and who is evil is Benicio del Toro in this film, looking through and going, "Oh, they sold vehicles to the First Order and the Resistance. So who's really evil?" Cool, Benicio del Toro, stutter more.
Yeah, that was weird choice.
Soldado.
Phil Collins. You didn't have as much fun with General Hux as The Last Jedi did.
I literally have him running out. He's screaming. He's like,
yeah, that's true.
He's useless. He's beaten upon. He's the browbeaten Nazi leader.
Yeah, I guess, but I don't know.
At one point, runs out on a escape and just quickly announces someone else. Ravioli, I believe is the name. Is suddenly now the Admiral and he fucks off.
But
he's just the perpetual foil.
I don't know.
Whereas he's just screaming and having.
Yeah, and there was some subtle thing, like you didn't spot the thing we had to rewind.
Yeah, where he almost pulls out a gun.
Kylo's on the ground, passed out, and I just remember getting a big laugh.
Well, because they needed some jokes in this fucking film.
It was perfect. I mean, could you imagine if you'd done it?
Yeah, I would like to have seen that. Yeah. What if Donald Gleeson was suddenly the big bad guy?
And when
lovely Donald.
Was it? I think it might have been before Luke turns up, when Kylo's getting angry and stuff, and he's saying like, "Fire on the ships that are coming towards us," and then General Hux kind of
just walks in. Fire on all the ships that are coming towards us. Yeah, no, fire on all the speeders.
And the look that Kylo gives him, I fucking said that.
Yeah. Well, yeah, he has to understand what rank is. He's now Supreme Leader, Commander, whatever.
Yeah, who knows?
Or General Hux, General Donal.
So,
yeah, a seer, a female seer.
Would you be up for writing a script for the Rise of Skywalker?
No.
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 Do you think you could? Have you got any ideas for how it could?
Based on my
work?
one.
Yeah.
Continue.
Yeah. With that title, The Rise of Skywalker. I guess you could do it more than this one could.
Well, yeah,
this one's like going right back to the drawing board.
My ending, my one is poetry because it starts on with Rey holding the lightsaber in horror, and perfectly it ended with Kylo holding the same lightsaber to Rey in horror, and saying "Join me."
Your ending was nice and
it's poetry. It rhymes. That's the point. Like Lucas always said,
it's a nice cliffhanger. Whereas this isn't a cliffhanger. It's just like a. See, this is where it's going now.
Yeah.
This is is the future of
which doesn't fit in with what the first one did. And if you're going to go by the aesthetic of the first one as your, part of your saga,
and it feels like the end of the saga.
Yeah, exactly. That feels like a episode.
It should
9.
have been. Yeah, it should have been the end of episode 9.
Which is very silly.
Too early.
Yeah, do you remember what happened at the end of Attack of the Clones?
They get married.
Oh, that's earlier, isn't it?
Oh, is it? All right.
That's got to be earlier. They were married on the island, on the far away in Naboo, aren't they?
Yeah.
Geonosia.
Oh yeah.
The stadium. You got Darth Tyrannus.
Yep.
Hello, Christopher Lee. I'm here to find Yoda.
What happens at the end? They were
well, of course, begun the Clone Wars have.
Yeah.
So you have Jango Fett's head being chopped off, Boba seeing the Jedi kill. There's Jedi fighting, clone troopers have appeared. There's just huge amounts of fighting, and it's dangerous. The Clone Wars.
Yeah.
That's it. We end as shit is hitting the fan.
Yeah.
As the whole world, the whole galaxy is now breaking out. And things are going to go wrong. Things are about to go very south. How do we end Empire Strikes Back?
Well, Luke's hand's gone, and
Luke's got no hand.
He's hanging on to the ship. And
where's Han?
Oh yeah, Han's
Carbonite.
Yeah.
What's Leia up to?
What is Leia up to?
She's on the ship.
She's on the ship. Yeah.
She's hanging out.
Yeah. She's fine.
Yeah, is she fine?
Well,
she's lost her love.
Mentally not.
Yeah, no, she's kind of fucked up.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's all dangerous. It's all messy.
Yeah.
They're building a new bloody Death Star.
Yeah. Yeah, this one didn't have the same feel.
There's none of that power. None of the oh shit things have gone south. And there was so much discussion about fucking fuel consumption.
Yeah.
I've never thought about fuel in the Star Wars franchises before. They never brought it up.
Never occurred to you that there was going to be a chase sequence like that, did you?
Boy, oh boy.
A really slow fucking chase sequence.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Doesn't help the visuals in this one seem really off compared to the first one.
There are some nice visuals. Like,
no, but I mean CGI-wise, the visual effects, it's weird.
No, I get that,
It seems far glitchier, far less genuine, tangible than Force Awakens.
Yeah. Are you glad we did this? Are you... Oh.
Am I mad I watched...
Yeah, Andrew Jones. Are you mad you watched Star Wars Episode 8, The Last Jedi?
I'm not mad that I watched Star Wars Episode 8, The Last Jedi. It is something I never intended to do in my lifetime.
Yeah.
But here I am, 2.5 hours later.
Towards the end of your lifetime now.
Boy, I grew out a beard, and it grew grey.
So
I project myself into any other room.
So if you're not mad, you must be movie mad, surely.
Mad. I am not movie mad for Star Wars Episode 8: The Last Jedi.
So
there's nothing to feel.
So it's okay for you to be.
Hey, you do it every week. You do it every week. I have nothing to feel.
Yeah.
I'm glad I spent time with you. I'd always love spending time with you.
Yeah.
I wish the film were better. I wish the film had something worth joking about, even. But it's weird because it cuts itself down with a couple of jokes, and then it goes really serious for way too long, and then it cuts itself down with another joke. So you can't really be like, it's being silly, or it's being so serious, and we can mock it. It's just boring.
Do you wish you could have gone to the midnight screening just to see?
Oh God, no.
If
I was in a 4DX where they have the seat at front for the staff to watch to make sure people are safe.
Oh really?
Yeah, because it's moving chairs and stuff.
Oh yeah.
So if someone's flying off, it's getting dangerous. They've got to have someone.
That's pretty cool.
So if I was there and I was watching people do it, yeah, it may be fun.
Yeah.
But
where does the staff sit? Like facing you?
Facing you at the front.
Yeah, they can't even watch the film.
They most of the time they turn around and watch the film. They just don't get the moving parts and the stuff sprayed at the face.
Right.
Oh, I can spray stuff at your face if you want.
Yeah, so you wouldn't have wanted to sit there and feel the energy.
Fucking hell, no.
Leave.
No, because I saw Solo at midnight screening, so I know what it feels like to watch a Star Wars film and feel the energy immediately evaporate.
I think we got an hour and 20 minutes in, and you were saying.
I was saying it's got to be like an hour and 40. What at 2 a.m. How are you feeling? And then we paused it.
And I was like, really? You think it's 2 a.m. at this point?
It would be 1 a.m. That is terrifying. Benicio del Toro hadn't shown up at that point.
So are you going to see Rise of Skywalker midnight?
Probably not. No, not midnight. Not unless we do a big event.
Next May 4th? We've got it now.
I'm not writing another script.
Oh, alright, you don't have to write another script.
Thank you.
But, we'll all be disappointed in you if you don't. But
I don't know if I can dare write Kelly Reed Cloud from Connie Bang Bang ever again in my life.
Will you... You said you can do it with your eyes closed.
I can do it with my eyes closed, but it doesn't mean it doesn't bring up a sickness in me.
Will you...
I can write Nazis all day long, but it doesn't make me happy.
Will you commit right here, right now, to...
I am bad at commitment. Johnny, you know this. I am the runaway bride.
We're going to get married one day.
Yeah.
Just accept it. Will you commit here and now to doing Star Wars Episode 9, The Rise of Skywalker, next year for May 4th? The day before you turn 30.
Jesus Christ, that is depressing. Is there any other Star Wars film we can do?
No, that's the last one for a while.
Caravan of Courage, the other Ewok movie.
No, it's got to be the last Skywalker, The Rise of Skywalker. Come on, say yes. Do it for the fans.
Okay, right.
Okay, he said okay.
No. Listen. Here's a concept. If one fan writes in, areyoumoviemad@hotmail.com and says, please watch Rise of the Skywalker, or The Rise of Skywalkers, or something, whatever it's called, the Star Wars Episode 9, for next year's Star Wars Day, then one person, that's all it takes. One person who's not you, Johnny.
Yeah, damn it. I was thinking, it was just going through my head, and I did honestly start thinking, because obviously we're a few weeks behind the release date of this episode, and in my head I went, can't do it yet. Can't do it today. No. He'll know it's you now.
No, Johnny, if it's a normal human being who listens to this and wants us to do it, then yes.
Do any normal human beings listen to this? No.
That's why I'm putting all my baskets into that.
Do you want to know if I'm... do you want to ask me the question?
Johnny?
Yesy.
Why would you do this to me?
I don't know now.
Cool. Are you mad you watched this movie again?
I really am. I honestly thought it would be better.
Maybe it was just bad because we watched it on Sky. Maybe if we watched it on high quality 4K Ultra HD Blu-ray and owned a copy.
Oh, I did say it would have been nice to see certain bits of it on 4K.
You said one particular
yeah.
sequence.
Yeah, that's true.
Which is what, 2 minutes in 2.5 hours.
That and the the Laura
the
Dern,
casino sequence, of course.
No, the Laura Dern sequence with the silence.
Yeah, you want to hear that in IMAX?
Yeah. That's about it. Yeah.
You don't want to see Yoda go in 4K?
No, I had no care for Yoda. I'd forgotten Yoda was in it altogether.
He was there. He was awful. What a terrible choice. What a fuck you, actually, to have Yoda there like that.
Yeah.
I know he's doing the Empire Strikes Back kind of Yoda way. He's a bit crazy, but he was crazy because he was giving him a test.
So who is it voicing Yoda?
Frank Oz.
And he's voicing Yoda in the Star Wars World thing in Disneyland, right?
Probably.
Yeah.
It's money.
Pretty sure they've confirmed, because I saw an article on Digital Spy or somewhere going, this Star Wars legend has just been confirmed to voice the character in the Disneyland.
And it's Ahmed Best.
It's
Annie!
So
Annie!
fucking...
Annie! Oh, Annie! Annie! Oh, Annie! Annie! Oh, Annie! No!
It's so fucking... It's just... Oh. I can't hear, man. I'm so confused. I couldn't hear myself. Hey! That's not fair.
I have complete control.
What? That's not fair.
Annie!
Let me try.
Annie!
Hold on. If I turn mine down...
Yeah. Can you still hear me?
Oh, you can't.
We have complete control. We are volume creators.
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah,
so
but it was so...
I'm
sorry, I
we
started
found a new
this now.
bit.
Oh, it was so clickbaity. That article. Anyway.
Who would you have wanted it to be? To make it not clickbaity? Which legend? Peter Cushing?
Werner Herzog.
Star Wars legend?
Yeah.
Because you remember me in the Mos Eisley Cantina.
Okay.
I was there. I did not wear any kind of makeup. I was not in a mask.
It would have been...
I don't like you. My friend does not like you either. My friend is Klaus Kinski.
Yes. I knew he was in it.
Yes.
Alec Guinness, I guess, then.
Ooh. Yes, of course. Welcome to Star Wars Galaxies.
Yeah.
It's a fucking shithole.
He sounds like Ringo.
Yes. Well, Ringo, if he was drunk. Yes.
Oh, man.
Healing comedies, classic.
Well, we've only got a few days until our next episode.
Yeah.
Which I can't remember what it is.
But you'll find a direct link to the blog which involves the Last Jedi script in the archive, in the description of this episode.
Good. So we'll be tweeting that out as well.
You absolutely should.
Yep.
You can
It'll be on the Metro papers and all the Star Wars fan sites. It'll be all over the place. Don't do that.
I'm turning you up.
Oh, right, you turned me up.
I'm turning you on.
Yeah. But yeah. Oh, I'm so done with the franchise for now. I just want to sleep.
But which franchise aren't you done with then?
MCU, I'm still done for that.
After Endgame, really? I think we're kind of done with that.
I mean, I just liked how they mixed it in with Game of Thrones. I
thought that was
didn't see that coming.
I did not need to see all that fucking and sucking.
Yeah, Arya was Tony. Just didn't work.
No, I enjoyed that. That was fine.
He was too tall and she was too short.
It was more the Mountain versus the Hulk. But, I mean, we get to see the birth of the Thing.
Yeah.
That was nice. Yeah. That makes sense.
I
can see why.
That's how grayscale started. It was brown scale.
Orange scale, please.
Orange scale. All right.
But what about the next upcoming franchise that's coming out?
Upcoming
in a couple of weeks' time.
Oh, is it?
He killed his
John
dog.
Wick? Yeah.
Now everyone dies. At the end game of John Wick.
He said that
he's going to snap his finger and kill every single person in New York.
He said that he's open to playing John Wick as long as the fans want him to.
Right. Keanu Reeves, if you're listening to this, you're in this job forever then.
Would you want him to do more than 3? Because I think 3's a nice...
Three's a nice number, obviously, but...
It's a magic number.
Yes, it is. is the magic number. But Keanu, if you're listening, I want you to play John Wick forever. I don't care what film you're in. I want you to appear in other films.
I
want you to appear in The Rise of Skywalker and they say, we need a bounty hunter. And suddenly Baba Yaga turns the fuck up.
Wow.
They kill my Ewok.
I do hope he turns up in...
We're killing strangers!
I do hope he turns up in Toy Story 4 as John Wick.
Do you reckon that's his character?
That'd be great, wouldn't it?
If they had an action figure of John Wick... I mean, Bo Peep and John Wick, and Bo Peep dies, and then Bo Peep gets him a slinky dog.
One of Bo Peep's
Slinky dog dies.
Oh, now we've got it.
That would get rid of the character, because, of course, you know, Jim Varney's gone, and what's his name is okay at doing the voice. Yeah, I'm thinking I'm back. And here's all my other versions of like 5 different action figures of John Wick come. Oh, boy.
Wasn't this a nice...
I tell you what I'm excited for, though. I don't know if you've seen the clip from John Wick's Parabellum where he's in the back of the taxi. But basically it confirms that the Continental, it's a hotel for dogs.
All right.
So what I'm excited for is to see Emma Roberts and Don Cheadle back in their roles and Josh Hutcherson in John Wick Chapter 3 Hotel for Dogs.
Yeah, I'd be up for that.
It'd be great. Hotel around for dogs. There's going to be a genocide happening anyway. So
at this point, anything's better than watching
Don Cheadle is Lance Reddick's best friend. And he's like, yeah, I've got a hotel. I also have a hotel. And then, you know, they're talking about all the shit that goes down. And suddenly Angelica Houston's there doing her stuff, like letting Roman Polanski do things in her house. And Jack Nicholson turns the other way as well. Classic.
Jack Nicholson's 86 years old.
Is he?
Yeah.
Well, it's a good job that Christian Slater's young.
Isn't that weird?
No.
Doesn't feel like he's that old.
He was old when he was young.
Yeah.
Don't forget that.
Even though we haven't seen him for a while.
Well, Tony Erdmann.
Is that still happening?
I don't know, but Jack Nicholson and Kristen Wiig in a remake of the hilarious comedy. The hilarious comedy runs 10 minutes longer than The Last Jedi. Tony Erdmann.
Did you see Tony Erdmann?
In the fucking cinema.
Did you like it?
I was told it was a hilarious comedy by people who clearly don't know what comedy is.
Yeah.
Not a single joke in that film. Not a single
point.
point.
Too long for a comedy.
It's too long for anything.
Yeah.
It's
too long for a Star Wars film, even.
Yeah, if Star Wars had Naked Party, though, which it almost did with Ben, if Star Wars went full Naked Party, I'd be okay with that. I see them titties, Leia. You'll always be royalty to me.
And we'll talk about that next year, next May 4th.
If you want to complain, if you hate us and want to shout us off Twitter like Kelly Marie Tran from Comedy Bang Bang, I'm at Ethan Runt.
I'm at movie_mad.
And together we are at Are You Movie_mad. Are You Movie Mad at hotmail.com to convince us to watch The Rise of Skywalker next year.
You don't need to convince me. Do you know what?
Are You Movie Mad on Facebook as well.
I will. I'll avoid going to see.
No, you'll be there midnight. You know you will. You love the community.
Yeah, but if you say yes to watching it next year,
I'll make hold off, and then
I'll make the commitment too, and I won't watch it until next year.
The pledge.
Yeah.
We'll wear our promise rings. We'll be a Jonas Brothers.
Unless you'd prefer me to know.
It's kind of fun with someone having knowledge, obviously.
Yeah.
Because it puts
fine, I'll go.
Yeah, I demand. In fact, I demand you go. In fact, Disney, I demand, Lucasfilm, I demand that you give Johnny access to an early screening every couple of weeks so we can see how it's progressing. So you never get to know what the film actually looks like because you'll be too busy thinking, oh, that scene's changed by a couple of frames. And it'll be haunting you forever.
Like this,
I guess, film.
Podcast. Film, yeah.
This is the last podcast.
Until Wednesday.
We're not going to do one anymore. This is it. With Michael Jackson. Thank you.
It's never just one, is it?
Wow. No, there's at least 9. Star Wars. This is Star Wars Day. We're read my script.
Yeah, read a script.
It's got more jokes.
I am really honestly, I'm proud. Not proud, but I'm.
Is the word impressed?
Impressed. That was it. I'm impressed. Never be proud.
No, I'm not. You're a proud boy, though. You are a proud boy.
Yeah.
Good.
But no, I'm impressed. Well done, bravo. your script reads much better than, and I think if it does reach out to Star Wars fans, I think you'll get a lot of people saying.
What would Rian Johnson say about it?
Rian Johnson, I don't think he'd acknowledge it.
No, of course not. But would he be angry? Would he be like, "Oh, that's what I missed out on"?
Maybe. J.J. Abrams will be like, "That's what I had in mind."
Heavy gravity. Why is no planet heavy gravity?
Yeah.
Everyone's got the same gravity, the same kind of airspace. It's ridiculous.
I don't want to talk about it.
Science doesn't make sense, and it annoys me. You can have a space. You can have a water planet, a snow planet, a cake planet, but not even a whole casino planet. Just like a small casino in a boring planet. Why is there not just a whole casino planet? You've got a city planet, Coruscant, for fuck's sake. It's a whole city. Why isn't it just one a whole casino? I don't understand. Then we get to the characters as well.
Are You Movie Mad is part of the Podnose Network, the UK's leading independent entertainment podcasting network, produced and edited by Andrew Jones, executive producer George Grimwood. To find out more about Podnose's network, go to www.podnose.com.